Hey y'all, what's up? It's Sherry. I am coming back to you today to give you an update on our IVF round 2 journey. Today we just got our medications in for the second round of IVF and we have a new protocol. So here's the big old box in the background. It was filled to the top this time with a bunch more medications. So I just want to show you what we have. Medications have arrived for IVF round 2 and we have a lot more this time, so I'm going to show you guys what's inside. We have way more stuff this time, you guys. This time I have Menopur. I wasn't on that the last time, and all the Gonal F is down there, but I'm gonna take this out so you guys can see things better. Okay guys, so here are my medications for this time around. As you can see, it's kind of a lot. This is a little sampling of everything. There's probably like 10 more of these boxes in the big box that I showed you in the beginning of the video, but I wanted to just go over what's gonna be different this time. So my first protocol, I had Lupron once a day, and then I had Gonal F twice a day. So this time they've added Menopur and human growth hormone, which I'm really happy about because the last time I just feel like they gave me the bare minimum, and everyone that I've ever talked to about fertility has pretty much all been on Menopur. I mean, I know everyone is different, but I just really didn't understand why I wasn't. And when I asked, I really wasn't given a good reason as to why I wasn't. So I'm happy that that's integrated this time. Doing Pregnol again for my trigger shot. And I have some alcohol wipes and a sharps container and a bunch of different needles. So I want to show you guys some of the needles that go along with each medication. So for Lupron, this is a insulin needle. So people that are diabetic use this needle. It's really, really thin. I'm not going to open it because I don't want to mess it up, but it's a really teeny needle. I use this for my human growth hormone that I'm priming with right now, and I'll probably use it for the human growth hormone that I use when I am actually doing the stim meds. So this will be once a day. And then the Gonal F, it has its own set of syringes inside of it. It wasn't really bad. It was a little bit thicker than the insulin needle, but it wasn't quite as bad. But I did feel it a little bit more, just being honest. And then these are the syringes that I'll use for the Menopur. I've never used Menopur, so I'm gonna have to do a little bit of research and maybe even call the pharmacy about this. But this looks like the syringe that you put the medication in. And then they have like 2 sets of needles. So these needles are the needles that I would draw the Menopur up with, but this is also the needle that I inject the trigger shot with. So you see how thick that is? So I won't be using this to inject Menopur every day, but I will be using these to draw up the Menopur because it's a powder and a liquid, so it has to be mixed. So once it's mixed, then I'll use these little smaller needles to inject with these. So I'll do this twice a day also. And I can't really see what size these are. 13 millimeter, I don't know what that means, but they don't look that bad. I'll let you know when I actually do it. And then for the trigger shot, this needle is used to draw it up. Do you see how thick this is? This is crazy. But it's only for mixing. So this is what I'll use to mix the Pregnol. Again, it's a powder and a liquid. And then I will use this needle again to actually inject it. So it looks really thick, but I'll be honest, it didn't really hurt last time. I highly recommend icing that area first because I didn't even feel it. My husband helped me. We iced the area for a while and it was fine. It was quick, didn't feel anything. So yeah, I was gonna show you what's in this bag. I don't know why they separated it like this, but I have Menopur here in this box, and then I have this, which is the exact same thing. So I'm just gonna show you this. So I don't really know what this is. It's called a needle-free reconstitution bioadapter. No idea what that is. Looks like this. But I have a bunch of them. There's a bunch in this box. And also, this is how the Menopur looks. So you can see, this is the water part of it, the biostatic water solution, and then this is the powder. So this has to be mixed. So I have these, and then I have all of these boxes. I think there's one of these in each box. So like 3 in a box. So I have a bunch. Yeah, I don't know what this thing does, guys. I'll look it up though. So yeah, that's all my stuff. I don't know, it seems like a lot, but I'm just gonna take it one day at a time this time, you know. I'm not gonna over predict or overly get excited or do any of that. I mean, I'm not sad or anything, and I'm definitely happy, but one day at a time. I'm just glad that I have, you know, a more robust protocol this time, and we will see how it goes. All right, now I want to show you guys all the supplements that I've been taking. So I've been taking these on and off for a couple of months now. I did kind of ease up around our wedding time because things were just so busy. That was back in August, but before that, I was taking this stuff probably for the past, 3 months, like right after our IVF cycle failed, and my doctor wanted me to increase some of these supplements and start taking them. So I've always taken a prenatal, but I was taking the Theralogics prenatal before, and I don't know, it just made me really nauseous. So I just didn't want to miss taking it. So I was like, I heard a lot of good reviews about Smarty Pants, so I decided to get this. And let me tell you guys, they taste so good, and I don't ever forget to take them. So I take 4 of these a day, and it's really just like candy. So this has omega-3s, it has folate, it has vitamin D3, vitamin B12, and vitamin K for bones, which I think is really good to take as well. Then I have this Pink Stork Myochiro-inositol. This supposedly helps with egg quality, so I take 3 of these a day. Doesn't bother my stomach or anything. I do take extra vitamin D because I'm a little vitamin D deficient, so I just take one of these, 5,000 IUs. And then DHEA, my doctor recommended that I take for egg quality again. I take 2 of these, so I take 50 milligrams a day, and they don't bother me. None of these bother my stomach, so you kind of have to find the right brands that work for you. But this is what I found works for me, but always consult with your doctor. And then I'm taking vitamin E as well. I just take one of these. And then this is just some CBD gummy bears. I've read a lot about, getting ready for fertility, and some people recommend taking things that are anti-inflammatory. So I didn't have any hemp oil, so I have a couple of bottles of these. So I've just been taking these instead until I run out. I don't know if it helps, but I've heard really good things about CBD and its anti-inflammatory properties, so that's why I take that. I'm a little anemic, so I take one of these iron pills a day. My prenatal vitamin does have iron in it, but I just take this for a little bit extra just to make sure my blood is flowing the way it needs to go. My doctor recommended all these. This is CoQ10, and it's in the form ubiquinol that is supposed to absorb better. So I take 4 of these. I bought the wrong bottle. I usually buy the 200 milligram bottles. So I usually take 400 milligrams a day. So since these are only 100, I'm taking 4 a day. They don't bother my stomach either. Zinc, I'm also taking. My doctor recommended that I take this. I can't really remember why, but I'm sure it's for its immune support and probably some anti-inflammatory reasonings. And then these are from my acupuncturist. These are Chinese herbs. And so I'm about to stop taking these because she doesn't recommend that I take them during stimulation. But these are supposed to help with blood and kidney functionality, and all of that. If you're into acupuncture, you probably have seen these before or heard of them, but it's all about balancing my yin and yang. I probably said that wrong. My chi. So just making sure that I have good blood flow to my reproductive organs. That's pretty much what this does. Helps the kidneys, helps to tonify the blood. And so I will be stopping taking these. I have to take a lot a day. These probably are 5 of each a day. So it can be a lot. So I just recommend maybe spacing out your supplements if you can't take them all at once, or at least finding some things that you like to take. I mean, for me, I always felt nauseous after my prenatal, probably for a good 20 minutes. And that just really didn't make me want to take them. So I've heard really good reviews about Smarty Pants. That's what I mean. Just find what works for you. So those are all my supplements. I know it looks like a lot, but you get in the habit of just taking them. Just find a time of the day every day that you like to take them. I usually take mine after breakfast. The prenatal vitamins you don't need to take on a full stomach. You can take them on an empty stomach. I've done that too, and it works just fine. So whatever works for you, but I just try to take these after I've eaten because I know in my mind, okay, I've had breakfast and now it's time for my vitamins. So yeah. This is also what I'm using to get ready for our next cycle. I cannot finish this video out without showing you guys my super handy IVF Caboodle Kit. It is by My Vitro, and this is how I keep everything organized. This video is not sponsored, but I am an affiliate with them. So if you would like to get one of these for your IVF medications, let me tell you, it has helped me so much stress-wise. Like looking at all that medication on the counter outside of this stressed me out, but once I put it in here and organized everything, I felt so much better. And one thing about IVF is when you're taking your medicines every day, like trying to fit this in around work and just life is a lot. Like, you know, taking all these medications, dealing with your feelings, your emotions, and then having to carry on a regular day life, not having like a system to kind of make this process as easy as possible really can add stress onto the overall process. So this has helped me so much. You know, I can't fit everything in here, but I can fit at least all my syringes and my needles, and I kind of keep them organized, you know, by different trays. So here are all the needles that I'll use for the Lupron every day. So I'll keep those together. These are the needles for Menopur and Pregnal to inject the Pregnal and to inject the Pregnal and to mix the Menopur. These are the needles for that. All the alcohol swabs, you'll get a bunch of these when you get your order from your pharmacy, or at least you should. And they'll also send you a sharps container, which I showed you guys earlier. Here are all the syringes that I showed you that, you know, have to be like, you have to screw the needle on top of these. These are for Menopur. But I just have everything in here. I have my, you know, my gauze pads that I like to use. I will put some Band-Aids in here at some point. I have the extra Menopur down here, but I'm going to keep them in their boxes for now. These are the estrogen patches that I'm taking right now. I'm applying these every other day, and I keep them on for like, you know, for 2 days, and then I switch out to a new one every other day, if that makes sense. So these are the estrogen patches, but this fits in here. Just anything you need. And then I also got this with it. It's just the most encouraging thing, you know, in the midst of all this chaos, just to see like some kind of a little sign or a symbol to just keep you motivated. It says, IVF got this. My baby is strong and capable, with a little pineapple. How cute is that? So yeah, I will leave my link below. If you'd like to buy one, you get 10% off, I believe. And all the information will be below, and you can get your get a little bit of a discount, and it would help you out. But let me show you how it looks when it's closed. So it's just like those caboodles we had when we were kids. I'm probably aging myself a little bit, but look at this. Like, look how organized that is. You can literally just take this around the house with you. You don't have to have your medicine everywhere. I know there are all different kind of ways you can organize this. Some people have said they put everything in Ziploc bags. Whatever system works for you, but this is what works for me. I can just slide it next to my bed when I'm going through this, and it's just worked out so fine. I love it. One other item I wanted to show you guys, you've seen this probably in one of my other IVF videos, but I just can't not stop talking about these products enough because I love them so much. This is the travel injector kit. When we were on a recent trip to Orlando, I had to start my priming. So I was taking an injection of Omnitrope during that time. And this was just so convenient. I literally put my needles in here. I put, you know, alcohol pads. I put Band-Aids in here, and I had my estrogen patches in here as well. So this is left over from that. But it's just such a convenient way to like be discreet about your medications. If you're on the go, you can throw it in your work bag if you have to take some injections while you're at work. And it also has this like clean surface that's really easy to clean. So you can lay your injection needles here if you need to rest it on something. Has this little pocket here. This is where I kept my estrogen patches. You can see those here. And then you can just like stick your needles in here, which is really convenient. I did have to give myself a shot in the car one day before a monitoring appointment, my last cycle, because it was around the time of my, well, it was an early appointment, so I was gonna be there while I had to give myself the injection. But this is just so wonderful to have. When I got this set, this came free. So I don't know if that promotion is still going on. I don't think it is, but if it's not, I would just say, just get it. Like, this was such a handy thing to have. You know, it's very discreet. It's really lightweight, and it just makes things a lot easier when you're going through this. So don't forget the injector kit. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I did just open this back up so I could rearrange some things. But yeah, get you one of these if you're about to start IVF. You know, even I think if you're like on other medications daily, I don't know, this might be a good little thing to have as well. So I'll just let you take a look at it here. I love this. My Vitro, way to go for a super Virgo person like me who likes to be organized, and IVF is stressful enough. So anything you can do to bring yourself peace is worth it. All right, guys. I hope that this was helpful for you. I am really looking forward to our next cycle and keeping you guys updated on a more consistent basis about what's going on. Today is Wednesday, October 6th, and we will be starting stimulation Saturday or Sunday. Just depends on my period and when I have my first full flow day. So that'll be either Saturday or Sunday. So I'll get started then, and I'll keep you guys updated. But if you are new here, welcome to my channel. If you are an existing subscriber, thank you for coming back and sticking with me. And if you'd like to see more of this content, please subscribe, like, hit the notification bell, and comment. If you have any questions or you need some support through IVF, I started this channel as a way to kind of give back and also document my journey in hopes that it would help somebody else. All right, well, stay tuned, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Bye.